I bet you can find tons of great productivity guides and hacks on YouTube, but I doubt that most of the time you put them in practice. And it's not because those tips are not useful or you can't do them. It's just because there's a lot of them. It's hard to remember every guide or even all tips from a single video. And that means you simply can't use them effectively. Too bad that there's no one rule that uses all hacks. But no, there is one, and I'll explain it to you in this video. This 3Fs rule is everything you need to think about when you care for productivity, and it's also really easy to remember. You still will be able to use your favorite productivity methods with it, but recalling this simple rule will make sure that you cover all important parts for your productive time to emerge. Firstly, I will tell you a biggest blunder people do when they think about productivity itself. And it's not about the fact that you are on YouTube right now, since you are on channel Insights for Your Superior Life. But it's those moments when people brag about their productivity by saying, for example, "I've been working all day, I was so productive," or "I have spent 10 hours on this project today, I was super productive." Well, at those moments, they're simply wrong. Productivity for people who really are productive isn't measured by logged work hours or not even by their results. It's both. The most amount of quality work done by least amount of time. Productivity in famous experts' eyes we aspire to is much more closer to efficiency than just reckless quantity, putting more hours into it. It becomes even funnier when someone tries to use these short-term productivity hacks in long periods of time and expect good results. For example, how can you possibly remove all distractions for a 10-hour stretch or block that much time in your calendar? Or in general, what results will you be able to achieve in the 10th hour compared to your first? Then you understand that results per time measure is much more important than results or time by itself. We can apply our 3Fs rule. How much attention you will pay for each F will determine how productive your time is, and your time will only be the most productive when you manage to think about all the Fs. So the first F you want to keep in mind is focus. It does not matter how easy a subject is or how good you are in it, everything improves with good focus. You can use any tools to improve it. The most important part in this rule is to remember all the Fs, and of course, correct ones. Don't make it just certain F word repeated 3 times. Regardless if you have or not your favorite hacks to improve focus, I will quickly provide mine. I don't think that you really need 10 tips to get more focus. I think that easy solutions can help you a lot as well. I advise you to strive towards uninterrupted work. That means work without distractions, no in-between chatting or background music. It can be hard or boring to start, but I think this will help a lot when you get into the flow state, which should be your main goal. It's the most productive and least effort requiring mode. True productivity peak. Since I think no viewers of YouTube are ChatGPT based yet, I assume that you can't work in this peak performance endlessly. So you need to know when to stop. And that's where the second F comes in, which is called forethought. Forethought doesn't have to be all-day calendar or 5-year project plans, but you should give yourself at least 5 minutes to create some basic plan for a productive stretch. For example, how long are you going to work and what goals do you have? This 3Fs rule works not only because all important aspects of a productivity are in it, but these aspects also help each other becoming better. Directing your focus by using concrete goals or time restrictions help to achieve really high focus. And we will soon see how third component fits here nicely. Before I tell you how, consider liking this video if you already found some useful facts, and subscribe if you want to continue creating your superior life with this channel. Now getting back to forethought, the best tools I find here for me usually is simply Pomodoro technique and applying it to each activity that I plan to do in the morning on my to-do list. And this to-do list may be the part of the last F in this rule, which stands for fun. Even we want to be serious and productive, we can't only be forcing it upon ourselves because it won't provide the best possible results. For me, this to-do list habit or streak tracking sort of competition with yourself works really well for bringing fun into this formula. Some people may also like more gamified versions of this aspect or just getting some small rewards after each time one checks the to-do box. The choice is yours. But I advise you to not forget fun in this productivity routine. Now we can see that none of the F's work independently, we need to have them all for productive time. You can't maintain focus if you have no plan for it because it's finite resource, and it's hard to be focused if there's no fun for you in it. Your planning will be just a waste if you're not focused, or you're really bored to start anything, and of course you can have the best fun in the world, but if that would be productive by itself, without focus or forethought, we probably would have many experts of fun but not productivity. This is a magic formula: focus, forethought, and fun. Now you will never miss important aspect of productivity. But unfortunately, there's even bigger problem to tackle than getting all aspects in place. None of these will work if you can't start this planned, fun-focused time. What I'm referring to is procrastination, the main killer of productivity. But here's some good news. I offer you a free procrastination guide tackling a major factor of all procrastination problems in the video up here. Though if you are lucky not having any of these problems, I offer you a video recommended personally for you right here. Hope you find this free F's rule useful, and I'm eager to share more tips for your superior life.